Hi everyone, it's Julia. Happy Sunday. First of all, I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, she's still in the purple room. I'm still in the purple room. My family is somewhat of a hot mess and we have not finished moving yet. I'm thinking that we're probably going to end up moving while I'm healing from surgery, which is totally fine. A part of me would rather heal in a place that's familiar to me anyways. So that answers your question. We have not finished moving, still in the purple room. I am coming at you all for my final update on my liquid diet, and because tomorrow is surgery day and I am so excited. So excited. Also, understandably nervous. But I suppose you all might be wondering if I hit my goal of being in the 220s, 220 something, and the answer is no. I'm not, actually. I weighed myself today and I was 233.4, which is actually 0.2 pounds more than I was at my lowest weight that I have been since I started the diet, which was about 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, I weighed in about 233.2, which I would normally be freaking out a little bit because I kind of mentioned to you all that I cheated the first week of the diet, still lost 10 pounds in less than a week, and I was like feeling so great about it. Then I started feeling bad that I was cheating, so I really didn't cheat nearly as much. I didn't really cheat really at all this week because Scotty RNY made me feel bad about it and was like, you have to be true to yourself. So quick shout out to Scotty again for being the voice of reason. So I did not cheat. But I do believe that I'm retaining some type of water weight because there's no way on earth that I could be, like, for instance, yesterday all I had were 3 protein shakes and a sugar-free popsicle. There's no way, like, with that kind of diet, for a week that I lost 3 pounds since last time. So I've also been watching your guys' videos, and I knew not to freak out about it. So what I did was, because I mentioned last week, I only felt that I looked thinner in my face. So what I did, what I did today when I looked at the scale and I realized I hadn't lost nearly as much as I thought that I was going to lose, I took measurements of my body because I had been feeling like I was losing something. Like I started to feel it and see it in places other than my face. So I'd taken measurements the night before my liquid diet started 2 weeks ago. And so I took measurements again today, and I am not delusional. I have lost inches. So that's really great. I lost about a half an inch on both my calves, a whole inch on my thighs. My right arm was also an inch, 2 inches on my left arm. That's this arm. This is the arm. These arms are what I'm afraid I'm definitely going to have loose skin after surgery. I'm like already planning my arm lift / brachioplasty. But this arm lost 2 inches, so it looks a little bit better now than it would have 2 weeks ago. I'm also wearing this outfit because I'm planning to do a body shot for you all. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. So yes. And the girls also lost an inch, which I'm surprised they haven't lost more than an inch, because I mentioned to you all that I was involved in pageantry when I was a teenager, and I was a solid B cup back then. I am currently a D cup. This bra is a D cup. So I always say that I gain weight in my breasts first and I lose weight there first. So I'm actually surprised I haven't lost more than an inch there. Once again, I'm looking down because I have notes for you all. So yeah, that's my progress. I was feeling really good about that because I was just knowing that there was no way that, I hadn't been making some progress, and the scale is what it is. But you know, you always get caught up in whether or not, you know, if it's water weight, if you're retaining something, if you ate something salty, then chances are that you've gained some even when you really haven't. So I'm not that concerned about that. I am planning on making a video sometime tomorrow from the hospital. If I magically get on my surgeon scale and it says that I'm in the 220s, I'll let you guys know because that was my goal. But you know, I feel so blessed to have already lost what I have lost. I mean, there's no way that I would have been able to lose like 13, 14 pounds before this. So I'm all good with that. So I had been thinking about so many things while I was on the liquid diet. I mean, I don't know how you guys do it who have to be out and about during your liquid diet, because I had the luxury and I was blessed enough to be able to stay home during my liquid diet, but I did go out several times, and it astounds me how much food is just everywhere. And I'm just like, I guess it's not something, I mean, and maybe you guys have noticed this if you've also done your liquid diet or any kind of diet. I mean, if you're post-op, you probably definitely know, but it's ridiculous how our society, I mean, there's food everywhere. I went to the post office and I smelled Popeyes, like from like down the street, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, I mean, it's hard to avoid it, and it's kind of crazy because we are Americans and we know that America has this great obesity epidemic, but it's insane. I mean, you go to Walmart, there, at least around me, basically every Walmart has a McDonald's in it. Same thing with Target. You know, you can get a hot dog. I had to go to Costco for something. I mean, you're just surrounded by food all of the time, and it's really kind of sad. And it makes things really hard when you're on a liquid diet, but then you just stop and think, like, this is ridiculous. Like, at any given point in time, like, I could go anywhere and get something to eat. And maybe I'm just being kind of crazy, but it was just kind of insane to me. Like, so there's that. I think that something that this liquid diet has taught me is the strength of my mind and body. Just the fact that, you know, I can say no. And I'm hoping I'm not going to get emotional. But, you know, like, I found myself in situations where before it would have been so hard to say no. But you realize throughout this process that you do have the ability to say no to food. And I already feel my relationship with food changing. I think that, I'm so sorry, I'm crying. I wasn't expecting this. I think that one of the lowest points in my experience these past 2 weeks was I went to a Chinese restaurant just to go in really quickly and pick up some wonton soup broth. I am a mess, guys. I am so sorry. I'm not a super emotional person. But I went into a Chinese buffet to pick up some wonton soup, just the broth. And I mean, it's a restaurant, but sometimes depending on when you go, they have a buffet. So I went in and I got the soup, and that was the hardest 5 minutes probably in a long time that I'd experienced, because directly to the right of me was the buffet, and I saw it and it smelled so good, and it was so hard for me. But you know, this might be kind of bad, but then I looked at the people who were there and who were sitting down and who were getting the food, and they were almost all overweight or obese, and I just realized, like, God, like, I don't know. That would have been me, and I'm so happy and I feel so blessed to be able to have the resources to get this surgery and to have gotten all of this strength. I mean, I know that it's kind of weird. I feel like I'm one of the only people who have to go on a 2-week liquid diet. I feel like most people, I'm still a mess, I'm sorry. I feel like for most people, it's a 1 week sometimes even 3 days, which I think is kind of crazy, experience. So maybe I'm feeling this more so than they would have been. But just all of these observations that I've made over the past week is kind of crazy. Woo! But yeah, I mean, and also just my body's ability to adapt to so few calories. I called my surgeon's office and I told them I didn't think I was getting enough calories. They said, no, it doesn't matter how many calories as long as you're getting, the right amount of protein. They were like, eat as many calories or as few calories. Just make sure you're getting the protein. So I told them, I was like, I don't think I'm getting more than 400 calories. And they were like, that's okay. So that happened. So I was just surprised with my body's ability to adapt to these changes, and really realizing how little food I really need, because I don't consider myself to have a food addiction, or at least I didn't before this, but I definitely had a portion control problem, which maybe is a facet of food addiction. But I mean, I used to eat so much. And I'm saying used to, like 2 weeks ago used to, but these 2 weeks have felt like forever for me. But just realizing that my body does not need that much. And how really sufficient it was to eat as little as I was eating and still be able to function. The excuses I used to make up, like, oh, I probably have low blood sugar. Like, I'm going to eat, this candy bar because, like, I feel weak. I haven't eaten in 2 hours and, my blood sugar is low. Like, stupid, like, excuses like that I used to come up with to eat bad. Or like, oh, I skip breakfast. I can have like 1,000 calories at lunchtime because, if I have 2,000 calories a day, then I can split it between lunch and dinner and have like this huge lunch and this huge dinner, and like all of the craziness that is just unacceptable. And really just realizing how much I was fooling myself before, because I mean, our bodies are amazing. And I think I just realized that too. And I'm just going to say that yesterday my family, this is going to be my longest video. I'm sorry, guys. Yesterday my family had our annual family Christmas party, and that was really hard as well. We had barbecue chicken, ham, ribs, salmon, mac and cheese, cornbread. There was a cookie exchange where everyone bought 20 different cookies and everyone got to eat and pick up and bring home the cookies that they wanted. It was also, my aunt is born on December 24th, so for the first time ever, we kind of made it a joint Christmas party and birthday party for her. So there was birthday cake, and if you guys know anything about Julia, it should be that. Okay, number one, you already know I like horror movies. Fun fact number two, birthday cake. Birthday cake is my favorite. Was my favorite. I don't know, maybe I'll dump on it. That would be awesome. If I have dumping syndrome, if I get it when I eat birthday cake, because it is like my kryptonite. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So that was so hard. I mean, like all of the food, it was really hard. But then again, a lot of my family, obese, especially the women in my family. So just, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. It makes me feel kind of like arrogant to say, like, I look at people who are obese and it makes me not want to eat because I don't want to be like that. And like there was a point where, like, I mean, I don't, like, it could so easily be me is really what I'm saying. So, in a way it's hard, but sticking to my goals, being true to myself, and really realizing what I do and don't need and coming to terms with that and stopping the excuses. It's just something that I realized, and I'm so proud of myself for getting through these 2 weeks, especially during the holidays, because we're such a food-driven society. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so I'm just looking, even the TV ads, like, come on, like, Hulu, come on, stop it with the food and the wine, like, ads, too much. But yeah, we're surrounded by it. So anyways, surgery's tomorrow. I'm going to do a quick body shot for you all. Fun fact, I never wear clothes like what you're about to see me in. You've probably seen my other videos where I'm in baggy things. I like to look good, and I know that I don't look good in tight clothing. I am a master camouflager. You will never see this much fat on me walking down the street because I I have always been told that like I have a pretty face, and I'm like, okay, I know I have a pretty face. I don't have a pretty belly, don't have pretty arms. I never wear sleeveless things because I'm so self-conscious about my arms. My legs are a little thick, so I try to camouflage and hide all of that. So all of that being said, you're about to see a full body shot. So that I have something to compare it to. I have tons of pictures that I took the night before my liquid diet started, so those are really bad. So this is down 13 pounds, 14-ish pounds. I'm 233.4 now. 233.2 is my lowest 2 days ago. So whatever 246 is, yeah, 13 pounds about. I could be wrong. I'm bad at math. So, okay, full body shot. Whoop. All right, here's from the front, this belly. This is with my stomach all the way out from the side. Ah. From the back. From the other side. And from the front. Okay, so I have something to compare this to later. I'm going to tell you all already where if a year from now I have like, if I show you guys again what I look like, I'm gonna predict loose skin on the thighs, loose skin on the arms. Not that concerned about my belly. I just gave you guys like a 30-second crotch shot. Sorry. So, alright, this video has gone on way too long. Thank you all so much. For your support. Special shout outs to Jody RNY and Raw Create. You guys have your surgeries coming up. Jody, you're a week after me. I can't wait to see your progress. I know how exciting it is to get your surgery date. I waited like 9 months for mine. So I know that you guys are going to be awesome. Keep us updated. Special shout out to Patrick RNY. Hope that you're recovering really, really well. Congrats. You had your surgery on the 17th, 3 days ago. And yeah, I know you guys are going to be killing it in a good way, the best way possible, once you get your surgery. So wish me good luck tomorrow. I will probably, no promises, but I'm going to try to upload something from the hospital. My surgery is at 7:30 a.m. I have to arrive at the hospital between 5:30 and 6, so I'll have a lot of downtime, hopefully. And I'll let you guys know how I'm doing, if I can. I think I will. So thank you all so much again for your support. Awesome subscribers. I have 12 of you now. Okay, I'm not going to give you a subscribers update. It's just really exciting for me because I feel like I'm no one. So I'm like, oh my gosh, people want to follow me. Insanity. Alrighty, so thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for supporting. I will see you all later, and wish me good luck and pray for me because I'm nervous, but I'm thinking it's going to be okay. See ya.